What is up, my loves? It's your girl Lulu, the reflection of you that loves you, so I hope you love you too. Today we're going to tap into a quick collective reading to see what we can expect for the weekend to come. So as always, please take what resonates and leave what does not. Ashe, 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 yo. Ancestors, spirit guides, angels, and archangels, Mother God, Father God, and all those that wish to see us walk the highest path in line with our divine soul's purpose. Clear, precise messages for the collective at this time. Truth and clarity. What is the most important message that they need to know for the weekend ahead? Ashe, ashe, ashe. Clear, precise messages for the YouTube collective. We have the Mother of Swords in the reverse, to the Sun card in the reverse, to the Five of Cups in the reverse. So I'm seeing that someone here is trying to recover emotionally from something. I feel like you are now the action that you were taking, or some kind of action that you could have taken here when it came to, you were mostly reacting in some kind of emotional, in an emotional state here. So with the Mother of Swords being in the reverse, it could be connected to someone's mother or mother-like energy, or with the Mother of Swords here, I feel like you operated more in your emotions. So when things would occur, you would act emotionally at this time. I feel like the message for the weekend ahead for the collective is to try to balance out your emotions at this time. I feel like you need to go through some kind of emotional release in order to understand what it is that you need to do moving forward, as well as balancing out something at this time. I feel like with the Sun card being in the reverse, the reason why you are reacting emotionally to something could be due to the lack of inner happiness that you may be feeling at this time. I feel like spending time in the sun, going outside more during this weekend would actually help someone, so to not be overly influenced by easy things. I feel like someone here in the collective was once or is recovering from this emotional reactivity, which means you would react in your emotions here with the Mother of Swords being in the reverse. Could have been in some way acting cold-hearted, and that is just due to you not being in the energy of happiness at this time. And I feel like what is needed for the weekend ahead is to, one, spend some time in the sun, but two, is also go through some emotional release. Like whatever emotion that you are holding on to that is making you react or overly react or act cold-heartedly or act overly arrogant in something is what is needed to be healed at this time. Some kind of emotional release is needed for the weekend ahead for someone in the YouTube collective. Ashe, what else does the YouTube collective need to know for the weekend ahead? Definitely some emotional release. I feel like we have the Son of Wands. Yes, I feel like it's attached to how you think something should be. I want someone here to know that perfectionism is an illusion. So there's not really a need to overly react or be overly influenced by things just because you think they are supposed to look or be or act or sound a certain way, because that is something that is only playing within your mind right now. I feel like it's time to be more adventurous here, because perfectionism is an illusion. Explore different things that are going to bring you joy. Explore different things that are going to bring about this emotional release in some way. Definitely spend time in the sun for someone here. I feel like someone in this energy for the collective has been acting very very overly emotionally reactive. Emotionally reactive due to lack of joy, and I feel like an emotional release is needed in order for this charming energy, in order for this illusion to leave itself, in order for you to be in this more adventurous energy, in order for you to be adventurous but not overly influenced. Be adventurous by something, but don't be influenced by it. I'm hearing you be of the world but not in the world. Be of the world but not in the world. Because the things that are going on around you are simply an illusion. And I feel like the way someone here in the collective energy has been feeling and thinking something should be is the reason why you're reacting overly emotional, because the joy that you thought was supposed to come with this action is not that. It's not that, because it didn't look as it should to you within your mind. It didn't look perfect. It wasn't as perfect as you assumed it to be or as you thought it to be. I feel like someone here just needs to balance out that joy. Balance out that joy and that arrogance. What else does the YouTube collective need to say? What else does the YouTube collective? I feel like you just need to switch your perspective in something. Change the way you view something at this time. Change the way you view something at this time. Yeah, I feel like someone's emotions here and the fact that you think that something should or needs to be perfect is blocking you from the wholeness that you're wanting to call into. I feel like your emotions right now is blocking the feeling. It's blocking the adventure. It's blocking the new ways of thinking, the new ways of being, these new ideas that you could be expanding on right now because something is not what it seemed or what you assumed it was to be. I feel like with the World card being in reverse, your emotions and being easily influenced by things is blocking your experience. It's blocking you from the experience of wholeness and completion. So whatever the world is to you, whatever results you're trying to get, whatever idea you're trying to manifest into this physical world right now, you have to do it in a different way and stop focusing on making it look perfect or thinking it should be perfect or acting in a way that is acting too overly arrogant, assuming within your mind that something is supposed to be perfect at this time. I feel like someone here is definitely over influenced by someone doing something that they deem is perfect, but perfection is an illusion. I feel like because of that, it's causing you to not feel this inner joy within yourself. And I feel like with the Five of Cups being in the reverse, you need to go through some kind of recovery. The energy of recovery is needed because you need some kind of emotional release in order to understand and see that perfectionism is an illusion. Maybe the Son of Wands is very charming. Maybe the Son of Wands is adventurous. Maybe the Son of Wands does look like the Son of Wands has everything together. It does look like the Son of Wands has everything they need or everything that they want. So I'm going to try to take the actions in doing that as well, and then get upset when that doesn't balance out for me. Everyone is supposed to do things differently. I feel like at this time, someone just really needs to spend some time in the sun and balance out. Go do the things that bring you joy and understand that there's joy within yourself. Understand that there's joy in not being perfect, because perfectionism is just an illusion. It's simply an illusion. It's simply an illusion. And I feel like with that, having that energy is what's blocking you from experiencing this wholeness and this completion, these results that you're trying to get. Show me what else I need to see for the YouTube collective. Yes, I feel like someone here just needs to have some sort of self-awareness at this time. I feel like you just need to be determined to continue to focus on the goals that you have set out for yourself. I honestly believe with the Two of Wands, you need to find some kind of inner clarity. Understand that you are going in a different direction and stop trying to add what other people are doing into your goals, into your ideas, and then get upset and then get arrogant and then feel the lack of inner happiness when what you do, which is what they did, isn't lining up to what it is that you thought, because this person looks like they're doing everything perfectly right. So when I get overly influenced and try to take those actions as well, I'm figuring out that it's not what it is, because I feel like someone's in this energy of not acting authentically at this time. I feel like whatever goal you have, whatever direction you are going in, is different from everybody else's. And just because your direction doesn't look as clean and precise and all put together like someone else's is, doesn't mean that you're going in the wrong direction at this time. I just feel like there's a need of self-awareness, mental self-awareness right now. You need to be mindful of what it is that you're thinking and how you're thinking it when it comes to going through these adventures, going to take this adventure, really, because everyone's direction is not the same direction. Everyone's direction looks differently, even though there's a specific goal that could all be the same. It's just it's the energy of it's different strokes for different folks. It's the kind of energy that I'm feeling. Different strokes for different folks. I mean, like, so don't take the action due to influences. Don't follow the influencers. Don't just, yes, release that emotion to feeling of that you need to also be doing this in order to feel this joy. But then it turns out that you're in the motion of feeling arrogant because it's not. Why am I not getting or doing or seeing the results that this person, because they're doing the same thing? Be of the world, not in the world, Ashe. Be of the world, not in it. Ashe. Show me what else I need to see for the YouTube collective at this time for the weekend ahead. Ashe. Oh, truth and clarity. Truth and clarity. We have the 6 of Swords in the reverse to the the 7 of Cups in the reverse. I feel like with the 6 of Swords being in the reverse, I feel like there's a resistance to following your joy at this time. I feel like there's a lingering issue that you may have within yourself that you haven't fully noticed or seen or taken action upon. I feel like it's definitely some kind of emotional burden here. For somebody, it's emotional burden that you need to address in order to have a more smoother journey with what it is that you're trying to move towards at this time. I feel like I said, self-awareness is definitely needed. And the moment you are now focused on the goal or whatever goal that you are focused on right now, and allow this self-awareness and not allow that time or take the time out to have this inner clarity, definitely some emotional release is needed. That's when I feel as though the journey will be a lot smoother. I feel like someone here is holding on to some kind of emotional burden right now, which is not allowing them to move forward or see clearly or have this kind of inner clarity when it comes to what direction they need to go, when it comes to trying to have this happiness or have this completion or have this wholeness or have the results they're looking for in something right now. But the 7 of Cups being in reverse, I feel like someone just needs to remove themselves. Like, remove yourself, take a step back until you can see clearly. Stop trying to go after this thing full force. Stop trying to have something. Stop trying to force something to be when only the energy that you're getting back is the feeling of some kind of grief, some kind of doubt, some kind of lack of joy. I feel like someone is taking the actions to do something over and over and over again. It's like they're constantly taking actions by it. And it's like the reason why it's not moving forward, the reason why you're not getting results is because you're not allowing yourself a chance to breathe. You're not allowing yourself to take a step back, to remove yourself from whatever it is. Someone needs to emotionally detach from what it is that they're trying to create in order to understand what it is that they need to do next when it comes to that. I feel like someone is very, very in tuned and very, very emotionally connected to what it is that they're trying to do right now, trying to heal, trying to get the results of. And I feel like it's just you're too emotionally connected to it. So it's like when things don't go right in the thing that you're trying to heal, do, go, say, the results that you're trying to get, you get cold-hearted. You get emotionally reactive to it. You react in not the best way. You act arrogant. You act as though that it should be working out, even though you're doing something that you saw someone else do, is the energy that I'm getting right now. I feel like someone just in this energy for the YouTube collective needs to be more self-aware about the emotions that come up when it comes to doing things that other people do and expecting it to be perfect for them as well. I feel like with the Son of Wands here, you saw something that was very charming. You saw something that was very adventurous. You saw this person do something else, and then you had this big bright idea to do it as well. And then when you went to do it, it didn't look a certain way. You didn't get the exact same results as this person did, which is why you didn't get the exact same results as this person did. And it's because you were being blocked from experiencing that wholeness and completion because you were assuming that perfection was supposed to come from doing what other people did. Everybody's adventure is different. I feel like in order to pick and understand what direction it is that you are supposed to be going towards at this time, you have to find the inner clarity within yourself. Meditate in the sun at this time. Meditation is definitely necessary at this time as well. I feel like someone needs to remove their emotions from what it is that they're trying to create, trying to heal, trying to see, trying to get the results of at this time. And wait until you can see straight. Wait till you can see the direction that you're trying to go. Because right now your emotions are really clouding it. Your emotions and your sense of something is supposed to be perfect for you as well is what's blocking you from taking that step or taking that action. I feel like it's an emotional burden at this time. You have to address it. You have to undress it. You have to address it. Literally undress it. Undress what it is that is blocking you from experiencing the joy that is causing you to get overly influenced by others rather than following the beat of your own drum. It's like you're resisting to following your joy. Like, what is your inner mind telling you? What is your higher self telling you? What are you telling you within your mind? What is something that you want to do? And then rely on that. Rely on yourself. Rely on that inner clarity. Rely on your own thoughts, because you wouldn't have the idea or the thought to think of something or do something in the first place if you didn't already know somewhere within yourself that you would know which direction that you were going to go into at this time. I feel like someone just needs to go for it. Go for it and stop trying to do it how other people are doing it, because it's not always going to work that way for you. And I feel like someone needs to release that emotion and release that emotionally. Yeah. And I also feel like with the Three of Wands being in the reverse, you're codependent on that idea. You're so codependent on the fact that if someone else does something and it works out for them, then when I do it, it should work out for me too. That's that arrogance. That's that arrogance that's popping out. It's not always going to work like that for you, especially even though you're going into the same direction. You have to realize that you doing something differently, or you doing something that is the same as somebody else, doesn't mean you're going to, that does not mean you're going to drive down the same road. You could be going to a different state. You could be going from a different state to a different state, and this person also could be coming from their home state to that same state. That doesn't mean you're going to take the same route, is what this energy is feeling like. Like, just because you're from your hometown, you're going to this state for a vacation, and this person's leaving their hometown to go to the same state in that same area to have a vacation, doesn't mean you guys are going to take the same route. The journey is always going to be different. The adventure is always going to be different. There are certain things that people need to learn in order to grow, to enjoy this vacation, to enjoy this wholeness, to accept this completion, to accept this joy. And I feel like someone here in this energy for the YouTube collective is very codependent on perfection. And they feel as though, and they think as though, the only way to get perfection is by doing it someone else's way. Thank you. It's by doing it someone else's way. And I feel like that's the reason why you're being blocked from experiencing this, because when you do it the way that somebody else does it and it doesn't work out, you get overly emotional and you react in this emotional way. You begin to be arrogant by it. You begin to feel this arrogance because you're mentally codependent on that thoughts. You're mentally codependent on, it should be working out for me because I said it's because someone else did it that way, so why is it not working out for me? Yes, at this time with the Five of Wands being in the reverse, the action that you need to take is calm and focus the mind. Focus on your goal. Don't focus on how you're going to get there. Just focus on the goal. Remove yourself emotionally from it. Like, if something were to happen, if it didn't work out the way that you assumed it to be okay with that. That's simply not the route you're supposed to be taking. That's simply not the direction that you need to go. You simply just need to make a U-turn. That's all. You need to type in the location differently this time. That's all. That's all. Because you can't follow the same GPS from someone that is 3 states away from you. You can't, and then assume that it's going to work that way. You can't do that. You can't do that at this time. So someone who just needs to calm and focus their mind at this time. Calm and focus their mind and rely on your inner guidance. Rely on that inner guidance that's within you at this time to lead you in the direction that you need to go into. But I feel like at this time for someone, you need to gain some mental clarity first before you decide to take any action towards anything at this time. Go out in the sun at this time. Go out on your own adventure and have this emotional release. Release these emotions of needing to be like everybody else. Release the emotion and the need to be like everybody else. If the energy is like, if I'm like them, then I'll be happy. If I do it their way, then I'm happy. If I do it the way that this person is because this person is happy, then I will be happy. That is the mental codependency and the emotional instability that someone is in right now. Do it your own way. Ashe, what direction can the collective go into to allow this energy to move more smoothly? For the weekend ahead, someone just needs to focus on being more self-aware. Balancing out that joy and that arrogance. Do something that is going to make you happy, not because someone else did it. Realize that perfectionism is an illusion. Ashe. Ashe, let's see what direction the YouTube collective can go into to allow this energy to move more smoothly. Ashe. What direction can the collective go into to allow this energy to move more smoothly? I'll show you clear, precise messages. That one came out. independent. Go your own way. So like I was saying, it's definitely confirmation for someone here is it's time for you to go in your own direction. It's like you need to break out of these bondages of thinking that you have to do it a specific way because someone else does it, and embark on journeys. This is the time for someone to discover themselves. You're in the energy of self-discovery at this time. Self-discover spiritually at this time. Spiritually, especially if it's dealing with something that you're trying to experience, something that you want to be fulfilled in, to feel fulfilled in. And I feel like your emotions are what is manipulating you because of the opinions that you have, the set in stone opinions for someone that they already have within wanting to do something a specific way or having to do it that way because somebody else did it that way, which is that energy at this time. I feel like you really just need to stay vigilant when it comes to the emotions that come up when it's time to take action towards receiving the results you're looking for in a said thing, in healing, in emotional healing, in joy. I feel like whatever it is, it's time to go your own way. It's time to embark on your own journey. It's time to put in the direction of what it is that you want to go and allow your feet to lead you. But I feel like someone here needs to just find some inner clarity. Be self-aware with your emotions. Be self-aware with your emotions and stay vigilant. Stay vigilant when it comes to your emotions. Stay vigilant when it comes to your mind. And the moment you begin to feel overwhelmed, or the moment you start to think that I want to do it this way because that person's doing it way, just calm and focus the mind. Calm and focus the mind. Calm and focus the mind at this time. Anything else for the collective? What direction do they need to go into to allow this energy to move more smoothly? Someone definitely just needs to go their own way. I gotta go my own way. High School Musical could be significant. High School Musical could be significant. What direction can the collective go into? It's a lot that came out. I'm not gonna take all of those. I feel like someone here is also overwhelmed with anxiety. They're anxious about doing it their own way. Someone here doesn't trust themselves, which is why they don't really feel as though someone doesn't trust themselves, which is why they feel like they have to do like what other people did, because if they do it a different way, they are scared they're going to fail. But it's like you're not really you're failing right now anyway. I'm gonna be honest. You're failing right now anyways because you're trying to do it someone else's way, and someone else's way is not necessarily the way that you need to go at this time. That's all that came out. Yes, focus. Focus and catalyst. Embrace the challenges that propel you forward. Yes, it's going to be a challenge for somebody, but it's for self. This challenge is for self right now. You have to stay focused. You have to embrace having to do something your own way. You have to embrace doing it by yourself. You have to embrace that if you want something to be for you and experience that joy and experience that balance and experience that warm feeling that you're looking for, that wholeness, that completion, you have to be able to embrace the challenges that are going to propel you forward. Stop trying to do it like everybody else at this time. This is what is called self-actualization. You have to actually see yourself in a spotlight that you're trying to be in. And then that is when the things and the direction that you're trying to go will unfold for you. I feel like with the card saying, don't strive for perfection. Don't strive for perfection. Reject imposter syndrome. Don't think that you doing it your own way or you doing it just stop being perfect with it. You don't need to be perfect. Perfectionism is an illusion. It is an illusion. And just because you see somebody else with that charm and that strive and that adventure doesn't mean that you have to as well portray that. You don't have to portray that also. But it's really just how you see yourself. How do you see yourself when you reach that wholeness? How do you see yourself when you reach that joy? Visualize yourself in that position already. Visualize it, feel it, and be calm with it. And then just let it go. And then allow your feet to move you. Allow your intuition to guide you. Allow your mind to lead you in the direction that you need to go. But someone needs to be self-aware of their emotions and understand that sometimes we don't have some not good thoughts. We're codependent on the thought that things need to be perfect. Someone needs to understand that and be self-aware that someone here in this YouTube collective has a mental codependency on thinking that perfectionism is an illusion. The only way that I can be is perfect. The only way that I need to be is perfect. And then I start to feel cold-hearted and get emotionally reactive when it doesn't. Ashe. Anything else for the YouTube collective at this time? Anything else? Sleep mentality. Yes, I feel like you just need to maintain balance. It's really about maintaining balance and having a resilient mind. Every time you get the inkling, every time you get the thought that I'm going to do something, or I need to do something, or the moment you see somebody else doing something and you feel like in order to be that, in order to be perfect, in order to experience that joy, I need to do what they are doing, that's when you have to have a resilient mind. Be aware of your thoughts, beware of your thoughts and what they are telling you, and beware of your emotions. Beware of your emotions. Like, your emotions are trying to release this. Your emotions are trying to release this mental codependency of the perfectness that you feel like you need to be. But your mind is codependent on that mental that, no, in order to be this, I have to do what others are doing. No, don't be a sheep. Don't be a sheep and follow the herd at this time. Don't be a sheep. Don't be a sheep. Don't be a sheep. Don't be a sheep. We have clarity as you wish. I feel like someone, stay present. Stay, like, yeah. So definitely some kind of meditation is needed. Stay present, because that's where truth emerges. As long as you stay in the present moment with yourself and what it is that you're trying to accomplish, to receive this wholeness, to receive this joy, to receive this healing, to receive this result, whatever it is, you have to stay present. Always stay in the present moment. Always stay in the present moment and escape this story that you're telling yourself with this mental codependency that you have to do it this way. I feel like stop playing this role that you have to be perfect, because it's simply, that's all it is. It's simply a role that someone here is playing, thinking that they have to be in this energy in order to transform. No, you're transforming on your own. In order to receive this transformation, in order to receive this wholeness that someone is asking for, you have to be able to go in that direction that is taking you this way. You have to be able to you have to be open about going in a different way at this time. You have to be open to having your own transformation, because doing something the way that somebody else did is kind of like you're trying to transform into them. When you're trying to transform into your own person, you're trying to transform into this independence. You're trying to transform into something that you're calling in for yourself. And when you do something that somebody else is doing, thinking it's going to work out for you, that is when you begin to start to feel, I don't want to say inadequate, but that's when you start to lose focus on what it is that brings you happiness in the first place. That's when you begin to have taking these cold-hearted actions. Yeah, taking these cold-hearted actions for something. Someone could, like, maybe you start trolling people on the internet because you don't feel just because you did what they did and it didn't work out for you. So that's energy for somebody. Yeah. It says communication, seek help. When facing challenges, connect with others. Speak from the heart. Ashe. Yes, someone here, if you're feeling as though that, if you're feeling down, or feel like someone really just needs to communicate with someone at this time, if you have someone that is a safe person for you to talk to, speak from your heart. Or speak from your heart to yourself. Talk to yourself out loud and say, this is what's going on with me. This is what's happening with me. This is what I'm feeling right now. What can I do to better align myself with the results that I'm trying to get? Talk to yourself out loud. Or if you have a safe person, use discernment. Talk to someone else. You have to release. That's that emotional release that is needed for the YouTube Collective at this time. That is that emotional release that is needed, is to communicate with someone about how you're feeling about X, Y, and Z. Communicate with it. Journal about it. But yes, definitely journal about it. Either communicate to yourself or communicate to someone else at this time that is a safe person. Yes, I feel like you just need to cultivate life's equilibrium. Find peace and harmony in chaos. Ashe, 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 yo. As always, I am grateful and thankful to use the gift in order to give guidance for those who seek it. I close out this reading in peace, love, and light. If you guys are interested in receiving a personal video reading from me, the link will be in the bio the link will be in the bio as well as the description. So as always, I love you guys. Ashe, ashe.